The consumer price index shows inflation cooled in March. Prices fell 0.1% month over month and increased 2.4% year over year. Let's bring in Bankrate chief financial analyst Greg McBride for more. Greg, thanks for coming on. What do you think the inflation numbers mean, big picture here?
Diane, it looks good from 35,000 feet, but when you dig into the details, there's still some problem areas. There were also some things that were a little fluky or anomalous, and so it looks nice, but I wouldn't get used to it, especially with all the concern among both consumers and businesses, not to mention the Federal Reserve, about prices moving higher in the months ahead.
So, what do you think this back and forth on tariffs could do for prices now?
It doesn't help. I mean, and that's where a lot of you've seen business and consumer confidence plummet in recent months. And a lot of that is because of the expectation of higher prices and the impact that that would have on economic growth. And so this 90-day delay, it doesn't resolve all the uncertainty. I think in some cases it kicks the can down the road. In other cases, it buys some time to finalize some of those trade deals and maybe get a little more certainty where clarity is currently lacking. But we still have higher tariffs today than we did a week or 2 weeks ago. So there are costs that consumers are going to ultimately bear.
What are you watching for as investors respond to these tariff changes and also to this new inflation data?
Yeah, I mean, the markets are going to stay choppy. But I think, yesterday, when you look at the sharp rally that came after the announcement of the 90-day pause, it really illustrates why, as individual investors, we have to control our emotions and resist that knee-jerk reaction to sell when markets are falling, because markets can rally suddenly. And studies have shown if you miss just a handful of the market's best days over a period of time, it decimates your long-term returns. And so the thing is, those best days often come on the heels of the worst days. So you've got to be in it to win it. You can't bail at the sign of trouble. We are going to see more volatility. You've got to hang in there. You don't want to be standing on the platform when that train pulls out of the station.
All right. Bankrate chief financial analyst Greg McBride. Greg, thank you.